The man had just wanted to jump into the swimming pool for a swim. The next second, he was staring at the desert in front of him. His face was full of confusion. He couldn't figure out what had just happened. To survive, he had to run for his life. Through mountains and rivers, he finally found an oasis. He rushed over immediately. A crystal clear stream appeared in front of him. The man was overjoyed. Ever since he arrived in the desert, he hadn't drunk a single drop of water. He bent down and started drinking from the stream. But in the next second, he saw the familiar desert again. He screamed madly. To survive, he had to embark on the journey again. Once again, he crossed mountains and rivers. Finally, he returned to that oasis. This time, the man got smarter. He changed the way he drank. He used his hands to scoop up the water and drink. As expected, he was teleported back to the desert again. The water he drank turned into sand again. He finally realized that he might be cursed. When the man came to the stream again, this time he didn't hesitate. He ignored the stream completely. Sure enough, this time he wasn't teleported back. He didn't know how much time had passed. The man finally reached a road. Just then a car was driving towards him. The driver agreed to give him a ride, and even kindly handed him a bottle of water. At this moment he was unbearably thirsty. Without thinking much, he drank it immediately, and ended up almost choking on sand. The man once again overcame countless obstacles. He returned to the road and tried to hitch a ride. Coincidentally, it was the same driver. When the driver handed him water again,
You want some water? No!
the man finally returned home. Seeing his long-lost sofa, he immediately lay down on it. Just then he heard the sound of dripping water. His thirst for water surged again. Unable to resist the temptation, he turned on the faucet and filled a glass with water, and even put in some ice cubes. He pulled the glass in front of him, stared intently at the water. The previous curse made him afraid to try, but now his mouth was dry and parched. He gently dipped his finger into the water, then closed his eyes, and put his finger in his mouth. This time he wasn't teleported to the desert. He tried again, still no teleportation, so he kept dipping and drinking. He even picked up the glass, and drank directly. Now the man was completely relieved, so he went outside, took off his shoes, and jumped straight into the pool. It felt amazing. However, his joy lasted no more than 3 seconds. The man was teleported back to the desert again. Turns out the curse had always been there. At this moment the man completely broke down. The man returned to the city once again. He sat by the roadside in embarrassment. At this moment he recalled something from the past.
Can I please have some of your bottled water?
No, get your own, dude.
This might be the key to breaking the curse. At this moment a beautiful woman passed by leading a small dog.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have some water?
Sorry, it's for my dog. Try a bathroom.
After speaking, the woman disappeared instantly. The man showed a long-lost smile. His curse was lifted. Meanwhile, in a distant desert, the woman holding her dog began an endless cycle.